Ducky spins around you on a shrimp sandwich as if performing a mating dance. Am I mating with the duck? Oh my god, I am about to smash a rubber ducky. Yes, baby. And you are yet to see the naughtiest part of it all? What do you mean?
Welcome back to SCP, the School of Creating Prodigies. I hope you had an eventful spring break and are excited to return to your studies. Huh? You don't know where you are? Ha! You must have partied too hard. Let me refresh your memory. SCP started as a project designed to integrate anomalous beings into the human world through mutual education. You are one of the selected few who are deemed qualified enough to participate in this great project. Am I an SCP? Huh. Well, finally I'm where I belong though. There are currently 6,600 students enrolled, but from time to time new ones are discovered. Now, why don't I show you to your class? It seems the tutorial duck got squashed. Filthy roaches. If the staff doesn't clean them up soon, we will have another plague on our hands. This is SCP-049, also known as the Doctor. He is a student who is the most enthusiastic about eliminating all diseases. Oh, hello, friend. I am glad to see that you have not succumbed to any diseases during our break. I'm healthy. I have some pestilence in my pants. I have a pestilence in my pants. Actually, I might have some pestilence in my pants. Yeah, I mean festivities in my plans and my pants. Ah, festivities. Do be careful, my friend. It would be most shameful if you were to catch the pestilence. Though such circumstances might be excellent for an experiment. Or wear a mask, like me. Now, come with me, friend. Class will soon commence. We mustn't be late. You walk with the Doctor through the campus's main hallway. On the way, you pass various strange creatures that behave oddly rationally, just like normal human students. Momentarily after you enter the class, your phone vibrates in your pocket. You've received a text message. It reads, "Hi, so happy to see you back. Marlo, how's it going?" It's your friend, SCP-1471, also known as Marlo. She always communicates with you through text messages. You've never felt like it was your place to ask why. How's your break? I hope it was great. Yeah, mine was pretty boring, OTL. Boring. Can I have a hug? OTL, what is that? I'm gonna ask for a hug, cause like I just want to smoosh my face and all that fuzz. It was kind of boring too. Much more fun to be back at school. It was a while since we hung out. Could I give you a hug? She's blushing. She stares at you. It is quite the menacing glare. I mean, a friendly, platonic hug. Okay, I love hugs from friends. Before you get to talk to Milo more, you suddenly get a whiff of an aroma. It smells like rosemary and thyme. You feel a gentle tap on your left shoulder. It's none other than SCP-5031, known by many as Chef. They've been much more communicative since they've learned to stay visible while watched. They don't have much to say, but you know they prefer communicating via the power of cuisine anyway. Also, why is SCP-5031 so cut? Like, holy frick, I just want to, like, grab onto the abs. Is this the reason why it's remained, like, invisible all this time? Because it doesn't appreciate the fact that everyone's just gonna be staring at just how absolutely gorgeous it is. Wow. Smile and say hello, give a thumbs up. I'll smile and say hello. You smile and greet Chef. They place 1.5 hands on your left shoulder and looks at you reassuringly. You take an empty seat between them and Doc. The professor walks to the front of the class and begins her lecture. I am glad to see you back from break. I hope you didn't have too much fun. I actually went and tried going to a bar myself, but I think I'm allergic to those stamps they give you when you enter. I had a headache the whole day afterwards. Oh, anyway, today we will be... You drift off in a lecture-induced coma. Once the day is over, you set off on your way home. What a long day. I can't wait to get some sleep. On your way out of the school, you notice a few flyers, which are running across the pavement. You pick one up and read it. The flyer shows a picture of a llama wearing a bow tie. The llama is pointing fervently at a bold headline exclaiming, "Significantly cooler prom." It says here they are looking for assistance. Maybe I should shine up? I should at least think of who to invite. Your train of thoughts is interrupted by the voice of another student. Huh? Prom? I thought it wasn't allowed since the incident. Incident? Which incident? There's too many incidents to count in this goddamn university. Did something happen? One of 4 fellow classmates, SCP-682, ate several attendees. Ah, that's right. Maybe having 682 as the guest of honor was a bad idea. I guess it will be fine considering how they are in juvie now. I suppose. Anyway, I'll see you around. You quickly made an exit and waved to your fellow student. Wondering who was even in charge of planning last year's prom, you make your way home, leaving the university behind you. This year, it's your turn to experience prom, so you can't help but think that this semester will be full of excitement. You find the classroom with the prom committee before class starts. Slime noises? You are hugged by a slime. You recognize it as SCP-999? You feel a little less empty inside as you hug it back. Also, I wish that they actually gave, a sprite to SCP-999 because, SCP-999 is so freaking cute. And just for your, entertainment, I'm gonna show a picture of, SCP-999 made by whoever made it. I'm pretty sure I've put a credit to, who the artist was for this. You turn around and see SCP-096 in the corner, covering its face, and Larry, the loving llama, is dancing around the middle of the room. You position yourself with your back to the corner, then start up a casual conversation with Larry. Why, hello there, friendo. Are you here to help spread the love? Yeah, I thought it would be fun to help out with prom. Perfect. I personally don't need any helpers at the moment, but the committee could use some help with prom preparations. Unfortunately, most students have ignored our posters, labeling them as spam. Maybe you could work on another, more attention-grabbing way. Another committee member also wouldn't hurt. I may have some possibilities in mind. It may at least be a good opportunity to find a cool date for the party. There is the doctor. He's so mysterious and cool. Then there's Malo. She's so mysterious and cool. I mean, they're all mysterious and cool. You join a lecture. As a precaution, please make sure that you do not make bad jokes near tomatoes. In fact, if possible, avoid any humor in areas that may contain vegetables at all. You don't have any more lectures today, but there is still some time until everyone leaves. Maybe you should look for someone to invite to prom. In an effort to find out where your potential prom dates are, you ask around the student body. It seems they have been hearing sounds of excessive keyboard tapping from the mocap lab. There's also a rumor going around that they've had to evacuate the biolab because someone is using it for risky experiments. I wonder where I should go. I should definitely save here, just in case. Mocap, biolab, mocap. Oh my god, I'm in a room alone with Malo. Arriving at the mocap lab, you find Malo tinkering at something. What are you working on? Flustered typing? Your phone beeps. You pick it up. Yeah, I was trying to make a robot friend. There's a pile of cables and sheet metal on the ground. It does seem to fit together, but it looks lopsided. I know how to program, but all these cables are confusing to me. Let me see if I could help. After some work, together, you put together a much more complete robot. Hello? It's working. Does this unit have a soul? Do you? Mother is unsure. This one needs more conclusive evidence. Either way, thank you so much for the help. No worries. This reminds me, they are looking for help for the upcoming prom. Would you like to join? Oh, I know nothing about prom. I tried to go to one once, but I got ignored. Then this is a great opportunity to try again. I guess, but I don't even know what to do.
You are good at programming, right? Why don't you help out with advertisements? How do those two things compute? I mean, like, technically, I guess, like, you could program some pretty neat advertisements, but, like, at the same time, you're gonna need, like, design skills and also copywriting. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into advertising, my dude.
I guess I could make some advertisements on the uni website.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, in that case, how do you want it to look?
Flashy, romantic, memorable, maybe a little romantic. I want everyone this prom to feel absolutely romantical. Something romantic, like roses and candles.
I'll think of something like that then.
Yeah, since that's settled, I think I should go home.
Oh, actually, maybe you'd like to... never mind.
While Malo was taking her time texting, he had already activated airplane mode. No!
You make your way out of the lab and set off towards home.
You spent some time at home last night. Your creatively pleasant conversation with Malo is still fresh in your mind.
Would she have already started on the prom advertisements?
Your thoughts wander as you make your way to SCP. You make a stop at the university library to pick up some material for your next lecture when you overhear two students talking.
Did you hear? The school page has been hacked.
Oh no, I don't think that was the effect I was going for.
How scary. What happened?
I'm not really sure, but it's barely usable now. But apparently prom is happening soon or something. That's pretty much all you can see there now. Malo was going to put a prom ad on the website. Maybe this is it. You boot up one of your library computers that naturally has the SCP website as its main page. The front page is full of malware telling you that there are hot creatures in your area. Oh no! If you click it, you see a text saying roses are red, violets are blue. The hot creatures are at prom waiting for you. Malo, why? That's certainly romantic in some sense. You chuckle semi-evilly to yourself for a second. It seems Malo did good work here. You close down the computer and go about grabbing the papers you came for and proceed to the lecture. On the way there, you send Malo a message that you liked her marketing method. Just before you arrive to class, you get a text back saying something uwu-like. It is lunchtime, but you forgot to bring lunch. You imagine your wallet crying as you pay for today's special and look for a seat. That is when you're faced with an impossible conundrum. You see Doc, Malo, and Chef all sitting at different tables, motioning for you to join them. You will have to choose. Or you would have if you weren't a social mastermind. You tell everyone you like to sit together, so they all move to your table. Oh. You all sit down. Doc, with his perfect posture, is calmly sipping on some tea. Malo is hunched over, already preparing some text, it seems. You place your phone in the center of the table so you all can read as you eat. Chef seems to be floating a few centimeters above their chair and is preparing to dig into some rotisserie chicken. That's when Malo fired off her first text. Did you hear that SCP-176 is planning another breach?
Oh, how very interesting. What would you plan to do on occasions such as that?
I don't know, just spend time with my friends, I guess? Chef gives 3 thumbs up.
Well, what did you do last time? I myself cured someone infected. The guards took him afterwards, however. A tragedy.
Chef puts 2 hands over their 4 lower eyes. Well, I was once on the pet store for a whole day before they took it down. I got 3 users, you will. Oh my god, I wasn't intending here, cured. Having problems with your app. I'm gonna go down the Malo route first, and then Doc's route, then Chef's route. Let's see where it goes. Having problems with your app. Your app was only up for 1 day? Do you have problems with moderators or something? Yeah, it keeps being removed as soon as I put it up. How about you, Chef? Chef gestures something about Mozart and cooking. You take it they had a good time. That's all good.
So we don't know when this would be, so yeah, I'll take it when I get there. What are you guys doing in the meantime? I never asked what classes you are in, did I? I myself am engaged in studying the fine science of virology. 'Tis the most fascinating subject indeed. Sounds interesting. Are you sure there is more for you to learn about that? There is always more to learn. Like cybersecurity. Like cybersecurity! What? That's what I'm studying. Oh well. To get around security on the Pear Store. Exactly! I love Malo. That's cool. What do you do, Chef? Chef starts to move one of their hands in a circular motion, as if stirring a stew. He then bends down and places the invisible stew in an equally non-existent oven, and turns their hand in the air slightly. After a 30-minute wait, he then takes out the stew and places it on the table, the gesture for you to have a taste. You nod and smile. Chef's eyes glimmer a bit more than before. I was studying medieval French last night. Now I'm not sure what subject to pick next. But yours all sound interesting. Anyway, I need to head back to class. See y'all later. Yes. I have a task in the library to see to. Oh, guess I'll continue working on my new app, so I'll stay here. See ya. You wave as you get up and leave. Chef waves back to you and dissipates. Make sure not to catch anything untoward now. What about my feelings for you? What about my feelings for you? Bye-bye. Oh, whoops. You forgot your phone on the table. You turn around and grab it, then leave. You attend a lecture. Alaska used to belong to Russia and was sold to the US in 1867. Wait, I don't remember. Cafeteria is where Malo is. I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. You head back to the cafeteria to see if Malo is still there. It seems she is still at the table, working on something. You approach. Hey Malo, good work on hacking the university website earlier. Oh, it was nothing, really. You think it'll get people interested in the upcoming prom? Well, it certainly seems to have got people's attention, though maybe something less malicious would have worked too. Yeah. Maybe I got a bit carried away. I'm not the best at social interactions. I wasn't sure exactly what to do. Yeah, don't worry about it, Malo. As I said, it's definitely caused quite a stir. So, it's good? Yeah, anyhow. So, what are you doing? I had this idea for an improvement to my app. Oh, really? What did you have in mind? I wanted to have it in the Pear Store, but I don't know how to circumvent their content regulation. They keep taking my app down. How many times have they taken it down? I don't know, lost count at this point. I just want to make some new friends, but it's hard when no one can download your app. That sucks. Hopefully you'll get through soon. You want to take a break and go grab an energy drink? I had a chat with Larry earlier. It seems a lot more people are signing up to prom today compared to yesterday. I wonder why. But yeah, it seems like fun. The last time there was a prom, I didn't have a very good time. I tried to socialize, but no one was using their phone. That sounds terrible. You have that prom often. People not talking to you, I mean. Sometimes it feels like it, but mostly it's just people not noticing their texts. It doesn't bother me too much, really. That does sound a bit lonely, Malo. We are talking now though, right? And we had fun at lunch too. Maybe we could solve that for this prom somehow. Oh? I know how, but I'm sure we could think of something. Yeah, I'll try to think of something. But first, I want to try and get my app up one more time. Alright. Will you need any help? No thanks. It's alright. See you around. Alright. Good luck. Charity seemed engrossed in her work. After you finish your classes for the day, you decide to go to the prom committee to check in with Larry and report on the advertising you did for the prom. You kick in the door triumphantly and exclaim, I have now done the advertisements, despite you telling me not to. You expected more applause, but the students in the room seem to be focused on something else. They're all staring at what seems to be Larry, the loving llama, but the front part of him is hanging limply to the floor, while the back part is performing a playful jig. It looks like one of the helpers got out. You quickly pick up SCP-096 and throw him onto Larry, who suddenly regains his posture. Oh, it was terrible, friend. One moment I was writing advertisements when suddenly I got a paper cut from a running flyer and suddenly this big, most likely murderous lizard slid out from the cut in my arm. Then my front started sagging, not sure what happened. A big lizard, you say? Did it exude a hatred of unfathomable proportions? What? Did it look extra hangry? From what I saw, yeah. Ah, damn. In your dreams, you see the lizard emerging from Larry, destroying everything in its sight. You know everything is over. Then, suddenly, you see a shadow. It's a tutorial duck! The duck and the lizard stare at each other in silence. The air is tense. You hear old cowboy music, as if you were transported to the Wild West. So, you have come, Padre. You know this won't end well. The lizard spits on the ground. They both draw guns. You cannot fully perceive how the duck is holding one with no hands, and then they shoot. I warned you, Padre. There was no other way out. You wake up, still smelling the smoke from the gun. Seems like it was all just a bad dream. Heading back to SCP after a night of worrying about last year's prom event repeating itself, you are glad to see that the school is not any more destroyed than usual. Yesterday, you and the prom committee spent the afternoon looking for the whereabouts of SCP-682 but could not find him. Eventually, you all went home to rest. It is now time to meet up with the rest of the prom committee and make a plan for stopping the hangry rascal from sabotaging prom once more. You make your way to the prom committee's room to see if there are any updates. Hello! What a nice day we're having. You know, I had a thought about this end-of-the-world problem we're having. You'll keep making people happy and feel loved while you deal with it. You said you wanted to help out with prom, yes? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, see you later. Bye. Larry strong arms you and you find yourself on your behind outside the school. Did you just agree to this? I need to find and possibly contain an indestructible reptile of malice and destruction. I probably need some help. Who can I trust the most? I'm gonna find Marlo. You hear some low-volume techno music coming through the door to the lab. You push open the door to catch SCP-1471 in the middle of dancing to the upbeat music. She doesn't seem to notice you, so you make your presence known. Hey. She's still blushing! How's it going? Oh, I was just practicing a bit. Can I join looking good? Looking good, but it'll be fun if I join. I would love, again, I would love to fill up all that fuzz, whatever. Can I join? Mind if I join you? No need, I was just practicing a bit for prom. Mind if I dance a bit on my own then? Well, I would, but I'm actually in a spot of trouble. You explain the problematic circumstances to her. Prom may be cancelled? I've been looking forward to it. Yeah, you remember what happened last year, right? 682 escaped again, and he will probably try to eat everyone. Oh no. We need to save Prom somehow, but we can't just walk up and grab him. He would barely notice. We need some sort of plan, and I sure as hell don't have one. To stop 682? That doesn't sound like something we should ever attempt alone. I know it's dangerous, but we need to for prom. Besides, we're not alone. Well, not entirely anyway. No, really. What could we even do to stop him? I don't know. Drop a building on him? Or submerge him in acid? I don't think we could do either of those things. Also, they never worked. Like, people have actually tried those things. It doesn't work. You know, you're probably right. Well, maybe we can avoid dealing with him altogether. Huh? I've been thinking about a way of going to prom without being there. We could hold it online. How? If everyone could be at home but still see each other and dance together and laugh together. Like at prom, but in a virtual world. Then 682 could eat as many people at prom as he wanted, only there wouldn't be any people to eat. Wait, how can we do this in a day? We can use VR chatter and use my app as a plugin. It would be so cool. What would that do? You'll just have to wait and see. Just make sure everyone knows to use their foundation provided VR units instead of going to uni tomorrow. Alright, I trust you'll be able to do it. I'll let everyone know. Bye then, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Trying to imagine what virtual prom would be like. You walk home. You wake up late the next day, almost as tired as when you went to bed. This might have been the strangest week you've yet experienced at SCP. You take solace in the fact that the day's lectures have been cancelled to make room for prom. A completely virtual prom due to Malo's efforts. This should keep everyone safe from the still free edgy reptilian. Oh my god, are you seriously calling SCP-682 like this dude? This hulking reptile of destruction and edgy boy. Gosh darn it. You get up unreasonably late and take a few straggling steps to the chair by a computer. You put on your foundation-provided VR helmet and enter prom. Before you is a perfectly modeled rendition of your school, but without any D-class personnel or murderous gators. A robot greets you by the door to the main building. You recognize it as the small robot you helped Malo build a few days ago. It was looking very handsome, clad in a black tuxedo and wearing a bowler hat. Welcome to Virtual Prom. Can this one show you inside? That's alright. I'm quite capable of going through these doors on my own, thanks. This one insists on helping you inside. Really, there is no... This one was programmed to bring you to Mother. You have no real choices. You go with the robot. The school is filled with SCPs, most of whom look like themselves. Though here and there, some of them have anime skins for some bizarre reason you really can't understand. Oh wait, what? Like there are some SCPs who are just straight up anime fans, what? The robot takes you to the virtual graveyard, where Malo sits on a grave, alone, with a glass of punch, feet dangling in the air. Hello. Hello. Oh, hiya. This one brings you the one who you have an undying crush on, Mother. She's just... She broke the game. This one should go now. Listen, I don't know what the robot is talking about. Must be malfunctioning or something. Looks like it's working perfectly fine, though. Yeah. Why are you sitting out here on your own, Malo? Well, you know, I don't want to disturb anyone. They're all so busy socializing with each other. I thought it would be better if I was out here alone. You are not alone, Malo. Really? Stop being so goddamn cute. Wheelie. Forget it. Anyway, I'm here with you, Malo. Ah. She flings her arms around you and hugs you tightly. Then she begins typing another message on her phone, but instead of sending it, she flips her phone around to show you. Oh, this is adorable. Right, so apparently in this current build, there are like 3 routes we can go down. The second route which we can go down is going through like SCP-049's route, so we're gonna go to the biolab first. As you enter, you get snatched up by the doctor. Finally, someone understands my passion. What? You are here because of my application, correct? To become the assistant that will help me find the cure of all cures. You remember seeing a poster in medieval French. The cursive made it illegible. Ah, yes, the application. Yeah, that's why I'm here. What do you need help with? Several things, actually. I have 2 ideas, but I'm not sure which one I should go for. We can perform an autopsy, or we can study a live specimen. Which would you suggest? Live specimen. I think we should use a live specimen. Ah, yes, my assistant. You chose correctly.
I have the perfect specimen for today. A live chicken. Oh! Huh! That's a lot less malicious than I thought it'd be. This was an excellent experiment. You have a talent for keeping the body intact. I learned from the best. Such virility and the willingness to touch the unknown. You were humming such a happy melody all the while too. Please tell me, what has gotten you into such a joyous mood this day? I guess it came about from thinking about prom. Prom. That's such a dangerous thing. So many ways to spread disease. It may be so, but it is also an excellent time to study the unique biology of each participant. You might be able to find out how someone is immune, or even the cure. The cure. Ah, yes. If I can find someone immune, I can use their cells to finally stop this malignity. That settles it. I shall help you. Any suggestions on how to spread the words of this prom? How about we make some flyers together? Not like those running flyers the committee made earlier. Instead, we should make leaflets, the kinds you don't have to chase down before you can read them. Ah, yes. A most excellent idea, my dear assistant. I shall find us a suitable medium for having them published. Yes, looking for healthy specimens to study. Yes, must have a fully functioning natural immunity. Very good. Come to prom to have your genetics tested. Yes, most excellent. What would you like me to do? Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I already have a plan. Now, get out of my lab. I have work to do. You make your way home, but you can't help thinking about what the doctor will do. What have you started? You spend the night at home, contemplating your previous day's activities with Doc. A little bit worried about what his mysterious plans might be. Has he already put them in motion? You make your way to SCP. On your way to class, you overhear a group of students talking to each other in quiet voices. Did you hear? There was a vandal in the school last night. How scary! What happened? There was writing in blood on the walls in hallway B. Nobody knows what was written though. His writing is just awful. Why not? I think it was written in cursive. Being the protagonist, you decide to go and check the writing out. The writing on the wall is written in medieval French. Thanks to the crash course you conveniently took last night, you can read it, though the cursive makes it hard. It reads, "Come to prom to get your genetics tested, free of charge." Is this how Doc planned on getting people to attend prom? If so, you're not sure how effective his plan is going to be, seeing as most people don't speak medieval French. It is lunchtime, and we're gonna skip ahead. Alright, we are going to be asking Doc about cured. You cured someone? This isn't necessary to, go down Doc's route, by the way. It's just, some additional flavor text. Indeed, yes. Just like I will one day cure all of mankind of the pestilence. How about you, Chef? Chef gestures something about Mozart and cooking, and we skip ahead. Okay, and now we're going to the library. You head to the library to see if Doc is still in there. You see him sitting in a regal pose in a chair, leaning against a wall, reading from a book. You approach. Hey Doc, I was meaning to ask you about those writings on the wall in the hallway. Did you write those? I know how many other people speak medieval French. Good evening. Yes, I wrote those to raise interest in our upcoming festivities. Well, it looked snazzy, but I think more people would have their interest raised if you wrote in a language they understand. Huh. You might have a point. I shall make an addendum later this evening. Ah, that's alright. It's already making quite a few statements. I shall put it off then. On other matters. Have you ever tried this modern version of French? Huh? It is different from its predecessor, but it carries the same intent. Foreign, yet familiar. Yeah, no, they both sound like French to me.
So, would you say you are proficient in the modern equivalent?
Oui.
How very intriguing. Would you care to elaborate on its contemporary usage?
You sit down and teach Doc some French slang. You're about to teach Doc some intense slangery when suddenly a parade of other students walk by, talking loudly about the upcoming prom. You notice Doc tensing up a bit as they walk by. You don't like groups of people talking loudly in the library, huh?
Actually, I've changed my mind.
About what?
I previously thought that prom could be a good idea. There would be many subjects there to increase the sample size of my experiments. However, I have since concluded that there is far too large a risk the pestilence might rapidly spread at such an event.
But it will be a fun experience, right? And is there really that much more risk than on a normal school day?
During prom, people will be drinking from the same punch, dancing on the same floor, sharing intimate moments.
Like the ones I want to share with you, Doc? Like the ones that I want to have with you? Like, come on. I'm clearly sick, Doc. I am clearly lovesick for you. So please, won't you cure me of this pestilence?
There could be any number of these situations, each one increasing possible rates of exposure. I believe there to be sufficient risk to support my stance.
Maybe it's worth the risk though. You only do this once in your life.
This university holds a prom every year.
You only do this for the second time once in your life.
Even so, if too many people get sick at once, I may not be able to cure them if it spreads to more people.
So I propose that we find a way to cancel prom. But
to do this,
we will need a stick of dynamite, 2 square feet of oil, 5 meters of thick hempen rope. His rambling turns to white noise in your head. After a while, you try to get his attention, but he seems to be unreachable. You decide you'll have to talk to him later. After you finish your class for the day, you decide to go to the prom committee to check in with Larry and report on the advertising you did for the prom, and we skip ahead. Alright, so over here, we're supposed to go find Doc. Doc is intelligent and seems invincible. He might be able to come up with a solution. You ask around and find that Doc is in the graveyard. You've quite forgotten why the school has its own graveyard, but it's probably for all the D-class teachers. You make your way there. Yo.
Coucou.
Comment va-tu en cette belle journée alors?
What intonation?
Never mind. So, anyway, what are you doing out here in the school graveyard? And I know my French is horrible, okay? I don't speak French.
Well, I was thinking of how to best sabotage prom.
Well, about that.
And I remembered I hid some dynamite in one of the graves somewhere around here. It should be around here.
Yeah, but...
Aha, here it is. Listen, I do believe the gods shot this poor fellow.
SCP-682 has escaped from juvie and is looking to wreak havoc in the school. And I think prom is at risk of being cancelled.
What?
Yeah, so I could really use...
How dare he?
The task of ruining prom is my job, not some accursed lizards.
Then he will just be contained, and prom will be held next year instead. We shall have to stop him at once.
And how exactly are we going to do that?
Well, you said 682 was in juvie. Where exactly was this?
He was inside Larry the Loving Llama. What is he doing inside Larry?
Huh. Most interesting. What if we attempted to put him back inside Larry before prom?
Okay, but how?
Do not worry. I have a plan to deal with both problems at once.
Right, so you have been mysteriously dodging the subject of what we've been doing for 15 minutes now. What are we doing? Doc tells you his plan, and you go about setting it up. You go grab Larry and politely ask him to release his helpers. He finally agrees when you promise to get him 2 fresh ones to replace them. So Larry opens up and releases SCP-096 and SCP-001. You quickly leave and help the doctor place the Larry suit in the opening of the side door. Now, all we need to do is lure SCP-682 through this door. We will have to find sufficiently human-looking humans to use as bait. That shouldn't be too hard, but we don't even know where 682 is. Just try to think like a being that wants to destroy everyone. Now, where would you be right now? Yeah, that's right. It's probably hiding somewhere near the auditorium where prom will be held. I mean, won't be held. You threaten a D-class into following you to the auditorium and tell them to act destroyable? Wait. Are you telling me I'm asking the D-class to act submissive and destroyable? Is that what's going on? The D-class gets out a bowl of cereal but pours the milk in first. Just as you suspected, the reptile soon bursts out of the bathroom. After seeing this, you pick up the D-class and run back to Doc and the trap. 682 follows you, busting through every possible obstacle on the way. Then, just before reaching the door, you place the D-class down and jump to the side as 682 runs straight into the bait, pushing both it and himself into the door opening. The dust settles, and you carefully walk in through the door to see if you succeeded. That will teach the cretin. Doc is standing there, unharmed, holding a camera, and Larry is back to his regular self, dancing around. And I caught the event on this recording device. Now, we can show this to the other students and tell them that Larry, the prom organizer, was the prom-destroying lizard all along. Wait, why? If the students think that prom will be a failure, they shall not bother to come. Maybe not for the next year either. This may stop prom forever. We got what we wanted, right? Yes, all thanks to my brilliant and unworldly talent in the arts of companionship. Wow, man, the doc is not only handsome, but also humble. Maybe you want to come to the prom location tomorrow, now that no one else will be there. Perhaps I will make a short visit to see that there are no stragglers partying. That sounds like a good idea. I'll see you there. You leave Doc to handle the spreading of falsified information and head home. It turns out incriminating one committee member for crimes he obviously didn't commit wasn't enough to cancel prom, but you had a fun time with Doc regardless. You get dressed in your nicest external coverings and make your way to prom. Today is the day. I walk to school for the final time this week. I think about the events that got me here. So dashing. So dapper. As you take the way around the back of the main building to the auditorium, you pass by many well-dressed students mingling by the wayside. Some are already forming couples on this night of romance. This is the time you were waiting for. You see him standing there by the entrance. If he is at all concerned about the number of students meeting here, it doesn't show on his mask-like face. SCP-049 is standing proudly as ever, with one hand resting on his cane as you approach. Hello, Doc. Glad to see you made it. I would attend regardless of how successful my plan was. I need to cure those that require it. I'm glad you're always looking out for people. I appreciate it, you know. Sorry that the plan didn't work out, though. Thank you. That is quite alright, however. It is true that the cancellation of this event could have served to avoid unnecessary spread of the scourge. Yet, I will simply have to cleanse the infected. It may bring opportunities for experiments as well. Nevertheless, I must admit that my greatest reasoning for wanting to stop prom was that I would be doing it with you. Huh? The only reason I was trying to cancel prom was to hang out with you. You look dark in the eye sockets. It seems we share a common goal. Would you like to join me for this night then? Yes. How about we take a quiet promenade around the premises? You and Doc first go for a walk around campus, just enjoying each other's company. Then, you enter the auditorium for a waltz and some mingling with other students. After a few hours of a great evening, you go back outside for a bit. That was a great time. I agree. Hold on. It looks like you might have caught something. Doc reaches his hand out towards yours. You reach out and take it.
Ah, this is kind of cute. Then,
Everything goes, Doc. It seems the scourge was love. And you caught it.
okay, so right now we actually went down the neutral route, which is what happens if you don't go all the way with Malo or all the way with Doc. So like really all you gotta do is like look for Malo on one occasion, look for Doc on another occasion. Just make sure it's not just like Malo or Doc. So you tried asking both Doc and Malo to accompany you to prom. However, they both turned you down. So despite your best efforts, you remained alone, sitting by yourself on a bench. Hello there, friend. I see that you too are alone. You turn around, and lo and behold, the duck is there. With a tuxedo painted on, there is a band-aid on his head. I had many invitations, but rejected all of them because I was saving myself for my one true love.
You... Wait, what?
There is a gust of wind, his rubber not swinging it, while your heart did.
You no longer feel empty inside.
May I call you Ducky?
Of course, baby.
Now, let's dance.
Together, you enter the pool. You feel the light current gently tugging you round and around. Ducky spins around you on a shrimp sandwich as if performing a mating dance. Am I mating with the duck? I am... Oh my god, I am about to smash a rubber ducky. Smash!
To tell the truth, I am the one who asked Doc and Malo to reject you. They didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I had to persuade them with all my might.
Ducky, you naughty duck. Yes, baby. And you are yet to see the naughtiest part of it all? What do you mean? He begins to glow. What does it mean when it glows? You are taken to an alternate dimension. In front of you is the Milky Way. There are tiny rubber ducks floating in the air.
In this space, there's nothing but you and I. So, you can tell me what your naughtiest... Are you going to tell me what your naughtiest secret is?
Yeah, baby. Prepare yourself.
So, actually collect rock.
That was not what I was expecting! Like, I thought you would get a stripped down and I'm gonna see like a hunk with a duck head. Like, that's what I was expecting. He shows you his collection of many rocks. There are black rocks, brown rocks, meteorite fragments. There's even a glass shard and bauxite, Hawaiite, lignite, porphyry, conglomerate, serpentinite, Grayson, coquina. Huh. What am I even looking at?
You spend the rest of prom having fun with Ducky.
Remember, kids, tutorials are important. Anyway, that was, is it okay to pick up Anomalies at a university? I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. I quite enjoyed this. Like, gosh, I was actually looking for an SCP like dating sim, and like unfortunately this game is still in its alpha. I really hope that the developer actually continues to work on this. But if you guys do have any other SCP dating sims or anything like just as absurd as this, like, do let me know in the comments below. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.